What's up, beatboxers? This is TikTok and you're watching Beatbox.Guru. This time I'm going to present a bit of a throwback. It's an interview I filmed with the legendary Killa Kela back in 2012. I first met this guy back in 2002 and we had a good chat, so this time I skipped the questions like how did you come up with your nickname, when did you start beatboxing and stuff like that. And we immediately proceeded to some beatboxing gossip. Enjoy watching and see you later.
One, two. Hey, how are we feeling, Warsaw? Are you feeling good? How's it going, man? I haven't been here for fucking ages, man. I haven't been to Warsaw since 2001 or something. A long time.
Killa Kels, we're going to do an interview now. Now! I do love playing places like Poland and played Romania as well. That was dope. A lot of the shows now that I'm doing is alongside my DJ, Amy Carmine. She sings as well, and then she'll DJ, and I'll hype, and then I beatbox, and we kind of merge the whole thing together into like a bit of a sound system kind of affair. And that's good because, you know, I'll beatbox all over top of the songs, and then with her, and then on my own, and we just keep on changing it like that, and that's been really cool. We're doing that in Poznan tomorrow night. Tonight's just like the beatbox thing, which, to be honest, I do, but I haven't done so much since I've been doing stuff with Amy. Yeah.
Built like an amplifier. It's a more of a singing track than
Yeah.
than a beatboxing track. And
Yeah.
are you going in that direction right now, or is it? Are you planning to do some more roots beatboxing, like?
No, the stuff I've done with Keller and Eclipse, as with the Keller and Eclipse thing, is really there's as close to a departure that I want to do. The music stuff is cool, but I'm going to concentrate doing that with Amy now. Like, we're going under a name, Them and Us, and we're doing like a duo kind of thing. That's just me and her now. So the Killa Kela thing is exclusively beatbox orientated stuff. I think the big mistake that sometimes can be made with making music is that if you differ too far away from the beatbox as the source, it gets a bit the lines get a bit blurry, you know. And people are like, well, Killa Kela, that's, or whoever. I thought they were beatboxers, you know. It's like putting a one-man band record on. You know, you've got to see it to really believe it. I think there's a lot more dynamics to the scene now, which is way better. Someone said to me a minute ago in the last interview, they were like, yeah, man, you've only got 13,000 on your Facebook, 13,000 fans. I'm like, dude, that's 13,000 fans, man. Like, we've been doing this thing for a long time, you know, before Facebook and stuff like that. People have to like realize that back then, it was, I used to have to go up to a sound man and explain to him what I was doing, because he had no idea what you know what I mean? And without sounding like, you know, old, that was the deal. So things have definitely changed.
Come on. Go school.
I actually quoted you in my book. I've recently finished a book about beatboxing, and
All right.
and I quoted you saying that you EQ your mic the same way you would EQ a drum set. And do you still do that?
Yeah, I'll just do the kicks first and the highs and the snares and just EQ it like that. Not too much compression because everything gets sucked in on the kicks and stuff, and then you're away.
All right.
It's nice and easy. do look for sounds that are definably a me sound. You know what I mean? I like my snares to sound like my snares, and I like my sounds to sound right. Well, like, you know, like I'm a big snare fan, you know, so I like that, and then I like different ways of manipulating those sounds, so that I can do different tones of them, or I can scratch them, or I can. Do you know what I mean? That's what's important to me is that effortless kind of approach in a sound that I know I can do in any way. That's what's important to me. Yeah, and there's a lot more cool people out there that are doing shit. Like Beardy Man, for instance. He's on the comedy tip. He's doing his thing, and he's got a lot of arms to his creativity, and you can't front on that, because if it wasn't for him and his extension to creativity, I wouldn't be able to pull in the kind of audience that he pulls in. And that's what's special, you know. Reaps One doing his thing, Darnie, you know, all these different people, and that's what's really exciting. That's exciting for me, because it just keeps the market fresh, you know. That's dope.
Back once again for the Renegade Master. Pinpoint down to the people. Back once again for the Renegade Master. Pinpoint down to the ill behavior. Back once again. 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 Big boy down with big boy down with.
Are you going to continue recording with the clips, or was it a one-time thing?
Oh no, wicked, man! Thanks for checking it out. Yeah, the stuff I'm doing with the clips was a kind of side project that we thought, oh, let's just, you know, see where we go with it. He was back and forth in the UK doing a lot of touring, so we were like, oh, while you're over, why don't you just come and we jam out? And we're really fortunate to start working with a producer called Conrank, who's based out in Shanghai. He's doing his thing over there, but what he's really, really good at doing is understanding beatboxing on a recordable, audible level, because he used to be a beatboxer to himself. And when we didn't want to make it like too overly produced, but we wanted to make it bump so people would want to play it again, you know.
Please tell me something more about the recording process. I mean, how you recorded your stuff, how you processed it. I mean, from the production side. Because I've listened to the individual tracks for the remix of Virus, I think, and it was really well laid out, and the tracks were all fitting together. So
it's funny because when we go in and do tunes, when me and Eclipse did this project, we wanted to make it so that we could redo it with just some elves. You know, two great beatboxers. It can't be that hard to make a song that is stickable, but can also be done with just our two voices at the time. And I think we accomplished that. When it comes to like making the music in the studio, though, we had to think about frequencies and stuff, because a lot of what the voice frequencies have in the snares and the kicks, they almost mesh and mix into closely with the normal rapping or singing voice. So it's just they were a little bit, and we had to. That's why we kind of had to really take it into. Well, I know Conrank was using Logic. He really took it to the studio and played with it. It has all the right elements in there, and a lot of what we did was really honed in at trying to make the best music using beatbox. And what I like about it with Eclipse is we both have very different kind of takes on beatboxing, and we're from the same age group and era of beatboxing, so, you know, 20s. So, you know, it was more about just coming up with stuff that we could relate to. We're doing a show at the Beatbox Battle World Champs. Yeah, we're doing the show together, and yeah, man, we've been doing a lot of showcasing together in England, and yeah, the Brick Lane project. That was fun. That was fun, and we came out.
Was it purely freestyle or was it like...
No, everyone was freestyle, and it got harder because every bar has a beer, and then you. I mean, that was part of the reason why I kind of stopped drinking, because it was just. Eclipse can drink, man. He's a hero of mine.
You haven't seen Poland yet.
Yeah. Oh no, bro. Like, you guys love your vodka. That shit goes down like milk. You drink it like milk. It doesn't even taste like vodka over here. It's just like watery milk, and you get really drunk, don't you?
Let's fucking do this.
Kill a dog. Turn off. Attention, ladies and gentlemen.
Now some gossip. Did you hear about the Kenny Mohammed?
Yeah, that shit's funny. I mean,
What
it's
happened, man? Like, what do you think? What's your theory about that?
my theory really is that I think it's quite healthy. I quite like a good battle. I like watching it. That's quite fun. And if someone's got like beef with someone, then that's always a good bit of excitement.
Well, it sounded personal. Yeah? It sounded really, really in your face, personal kind of.
Man, it's two different worlds. Like, okay, we can talk technicality. You know, Eclipse was one of the best beatboxers in the world, and Kenny Mohammed equally is like given so much and has become accredited to a lot of innovations in beatboxing. So you can't, and it's two different generations of beatbox. I don't know how that plays out and what will be the gain on either part of battling, especially when they're so established. But I think I can see that maybe Kenny's a little ruffled with the idea that Eclipse is doing American accents and rapping in American and taking a shine off of that. So
It's basically accused him of not having any originality at all,
You-
just because Chief does covers.
no, I was talking. I can't remember who I was talking to about it, and I appreciate that if you do a lot of covers, and it's something that I've always considered. It's all about making the music, because you've got to show as an artist there's a little bit more depth, I guess. And when you beatbox everything and copy everything, it becomes a little soulless. Now I understand that, but man, that's up to Eclipse, man. Like he's good at doing that shit. Let him do it. And you know, it's his main album. It's like it's just a bit of shine stealing, I guess. But I don't know. Kenny's dope too. I don't know. It's all fun. I like watching it unravel.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the eye, and you're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours.
Thank you, man.
Because right now, I'm wondering about the world champs right now. I mean, is there going to be a lot of like 300 BPM stuff, beatboxing, or very technical, very complicated, and not musical at all? Or is there going to be some music involved? You know what I mean?
I hope there's a mixed bag. I wouldn't want to be standing on stage forever just like, oh god, do something.
Because if it's like all
Yeah.
the time,
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. I mean, like, I quite like a bit of musicality, you know? But, like we were just saying, when I say soulless, I just mean, well, just make some music and put your voice to it. That's what's important, put your voice to it. Which I think, there's a lot of characters in beatboxing, you know? You've got your Reeps ones, you've got your Beardy Mans, you've got your Darnies, you know? And you've got your Eclipses and your Killer Kellers and your Scratches and your Arzels, and like they're all characters, you know. But the ones that shine out are normally the ones that have really reached out emotionally and given like a bit of song to or a bit of voice to their art, rather than imitating everything all the time. So that's important.
They really remember If Your Mother Only You, but it was a really simple track.
You know what is.
Or whatever.
Yeah. It's one of those songs that has become like a staple part of what it's a snapshot of what the art form really is about. And when he did that, it was like, anybody that says they weren't inspired by Rahzel, he set the format of what beatboxing has become. So he's got every right to be the godfather of something, you know. But what's really important, which I'm coming to, is that he gave a bit of himself to it, and that's what people take away from it. You know, even his album when he's rapping, okay, he's not Rakim, you know what I mean? He's not Drake, but he's at least like putting a bit of a character forward.
Bass kick. Power. Snare.
I like to think there's no one else like Killa Kela out there. That's for sure. I'd like to think that, and do you know what I mean? It's a self exploration really. People like what I do, then that's cool. But if they copy me, then that's a compliment, you know. Do it, go for it. Maybe you'll come up with something better, you know. But it's one of those things. That's beatboxing, man.
Hi-hat.
Tell me about how your attitude towards beatboxing changed in the last 10 years since I last spoke to you.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned that you don't practice that much at all, just doing gigs, and that's your practice back then. And has anything
Still the same, dude. Still the same. I don't think I got right. I like coming up with new things. Everyone likes coming up with new things. But I don't sit. I can't just sit there and just in a room and just practice. Well, I can do, but I've never done it. But we'll see. We'll see. Sometimes I get really inspired and I want to do loads of beatboxing, but yeah, I just do what I do.
Baseline.